I'm Rick, and I'm developing Deep Purple. Today I want to talk about how I made the plate on the front of the muzzle. The design of Deep Purple is modelled on the classic Euro pipe gun, and traditionally, with this kind of gun, there's a closed muzzle. An important part of the design is having rubbers pulling in the same plane along which the spear moves. The rubbers are mounted beside the spear hole in the front of the muzzle, aligning all the forces, boosting accuracy. I wanted to do the same thing, but in wood. There's a bit of jiggery-pokery involved and a bit of fancy joinery that's required just to make the plate fit and stay strong enough. And it doesn't only just have to work, it has to be reliable and durable. Fortunately, I've done this sort of thing before, so I've got a rough idea of where to go. When I built the stock, I left a horizontal tenon protruding forward from the stock piece. The tenon and its flat sides provide the basis for the joinery to put on the muzzle plate. The muzzle plate contains the spear hole. Beside the spear hole are a couple of holes which take threaded pins which hold the rubbers. The plate and its joint to the stock have to be able to resist the force of the rubbers, the pull of the rubbers. They have to be strong. To make the actual plate itself strong enough, I cut it in half and then rotated one part of it 90 degrees. To increase the strength even more, I put a plate of Vic Ash between the two Purple Heart plates. These were all glued together with polyurethane glue. When viewed from the front of the gun, the shape of the plate is vaguely heart-shaped, except there's a big slot in the bottom which takes that tenon protruding out of the stock. I started cutting out the shape of the plate by cutting the slot for the stock tenon. I drilled the spear hole and some holes to take the pins for the rubbers. The spear hole is 13mm. If the spear is properly aligned, it nor the shooting line will touch the sides of the holes when it flies through. The pinholes are the diameter of the inside of the thread of the pins. Push the pins in, and then spin them a bit, and they'll cut their own threads. A dome nut with a lock nut on the end of the pin will stop the rubbers falling off later. To make sure I got the slot the right depth, I cut it just a bee's dick short of what I thought it was going to be, and then very carefully adjusted it till I got it right. I dropped the plate onto the stock and glued it. To get a little bit of extra strength, I drilled some holes and dropped in some dowels. I did the final shaping of the plate using a rasp. Then I sawed off the extra bit of the tenon that was still sticking out at the front. Doing a muzzle plate this way is fiddly, but experience tells me that it's durable and it works. In the next video, I hope to show how I aligned the spear and how I rigged the gun.